It's too hard. I don't get it. There's way too many steps. I really don't understand what you're trying to teach me. Have you ever felt this way? Especially when you're being guided by a therapist, and you're being taught to change how you're responding to a certain situation that's completely new. It can be confusing. So today I'm going to teach you how to navigate that. If you don't know me, hello, my name is Melissa. I'm a board certified behavior analyst, and I absolutely love what I do because I get to help families go from survival mode to true happiness, building a happier home. I have been so blessed to have helped hundreds of families through a variety of situations and truly break through times that they never thought that they could. I gratefully teach students at the collegiate level. I also am a subject matter expert for the Behavior Analyst Certification Board, and I volunteer and help to write test and exam questions. And I'm certified in crisis prevention. I've got a lot of tips, tricks, tools that I'm sure could help you. So thank you so much for being here and listening in. So today we're going to talk about how to actually do the stuff that you're being taught. How to actually change your child's behavior by changing your own behavior. That could sound really sticky. That could sound punitive. That could feel like, why do I have to change my behavior? I'm not doing anything wrong. They're the ones doing things wrong. Totally hear you. Totally get it. From the lens of a behavior analyst, it's all about the environment. It's what's going on that might be evoking a behavior. It could be the sounds, it could be the people, it could be the emotions, but for sure, it's about the reactions to that person's behaviors. So that's the reason that we change what we do, and in turn, a behavior itself should change. Now, in the field of applied behavior analysis, ABA therapy, what happens is that there's a behavior plan that's written. There are evidence-based interventions that are embedded into that plan, and then it's individualized and tweaked to your child and their specific behaviors and why the behaviors are occurring. And there's lots and lots and lots of different tools, okay? So let's say that you're being taught how to implement an intervention. All right, let's say it's brand new, you've never really heard of it, or even the fact that like you've heard of it and you've tried it, it wasn't successful. I invite you to be open-minded first and foremost. Actually listen and be present. Try to do it without being judgmental, without thinking negatively that this isn't going to work. Instead, try to think, this could work. I'm excited to learn. All right, we're going to shift from that mindset of this is too hard to this is going to be easy, or at least I hope it's going to be easy. All right, so let's say that there's something that a therapist is teaching you to do. All right, I want to make sure that you follow these 3 steps in order to learn a new skill and how to change your behavior to react differently and change another person's behavior. Okay, so number 1. I want you to tell them, show me. Because some people might just tell you, they might write it out on a piece of paper, which all these things are super helpful. But a lot of us are visual learners, and especially when we're being told information verbally, we might be processing it differently. We might not be processing it the way that we're being told. And that could depend on distractions in our environment. It could depend on our previous history. We could maybe hear a trigger word. We can maybe disagree and then tune the person out. There's so many things. So it's important to definitely hear them out when they're telling you and describing what to do. All right? Something in my eye. It's really cool if they write it down for you, especially in easy language, or even if they have pictures, if they have the ability to do that. That's super helpful because it's a tool you can refer back to. I like to do like stick figure drawings. I'm not a good artist, but it's a helpful tool when I'm explaining something to people. I also like to do like a little mountain sometimes to describe like escalated and de-escalated behaviors. So there's lots of little visual supports that we could provide, okay? But first and foremost, I want you to ask the person, can you please show me? So there's a really important tool and treatment called behavior skills training. And what it basically says is that in order for a person to really learn something, they have to be shown, like, so they are acting as the child or client, and the therapist themselves is implementing the intervention. They have to be instructed verbally, and then they need to practice on the therapist. So you switch roles, you practice, and then once you've got it down, you actually go with that target client or that child that you're trying to change their behavior, and you go and do it with them. So that way you've had a little bit of practice already. You've gotten feedback as to whether or not you're doing it correctly. You have the ability to have asked questions. So showing you and seeing and feeling it in person is super duper helpful to acquire a new skill and know what you're doing, right? Okay, number 2. Might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I promise you it is one of the most effective tools I have ever used in training, and it is video recording yourself. So be vulnerable. Okay, you don't have to share it with anybody, but seriously, if you have cameras in your home, watch yourself. If you don't, when you're about to do something that you want to kind of get feedback on, put your phone up, selfie mode, camera, however you want to do it, and record yourself and look back. I'm telling you, you're going to pick up on things, whether it's your body language, your tone of voice, or even giving yourself some praise and saying, hey, I did it. And my gosh, it worked. Wouldn't that be the best feeling in the world? And when do we ever get a chance to see ourselves doing something, right? So it's a very vulnerable position, but I promise you, if you put yourself there, you might like it, and then you might start using it, and you might get better and better at all the things that you're attempting to do. So number 2 is video record yourself, okay? Number 3, in order to learn a new skill and say to myself, this isn't hard, it's gonna be easy, I can do this. It's all about practice, okay? You gotta actually do the things that you're being taught, you gotta do them. Not just once a week, not just once a day, multiple times a day. I like to give people goals. Some people like that. Some feel intimidated. So I don't want you to feel pressure per se, but also if you are truly going to put the effort in and you're wanting to change a behavior, you've got to practice. You've got to implement it. You've got to feel it. So practice, okay? Implement it. And let's say you forget a step. Let's say you're doing it wrong. That's okay. Keep practicing. And then when you get an opportunity, sometime soon, I wouldn't let like more than a week-ish go by, ask for feedback. This is where the video recordings could come in. You could send them right off to your behavior analyst. You can, when they come over, you can play it. Or if you don't video record, you could say, hey, I want you to watch how I'm doing this. Please give me feedback. It's really super duper amazing when somebody is willing to accept criticism and feedback. And I would definitely hope that your therapist that you're working with is one to deliver some soft, constructive feedback and also some positive feedback. My team and I are ready to go and take on clients. So I fully trust all of my therapists that I have on my team in order to provide effective feedback and also model the interventions effectively. So that's me and my team. But definitely, please see how you can change your mindset from, I don't get it, this doesn't make sense, there's too many steps, this is too complicated, to, hey, this is going to be easy. It's going to be a change, but with my change will come my child's change. And then we're going to build a happier home. And that's the end goal, right? So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like more information or to work with me and my team, you may email me. My email is below. And follow me on social media. Thank you.